back to another video. This is part one of a two-part series where I went out on the float tube and did some pre-spawn largemouth bass fishing. And yeah, it was a pretty fantastic day. It was a part of the lake I haven't fished in probably 6 months or so. So the first day I just covered a lot of water, kicked around trying to find any active fish because the water clarity was the cleanest I have ever seen it. And we did have a few warm days in a row. So I was looking up in the shallows for fish kind of moving up and staging a spawn. I knew they weren't on beds yet because the water temp was still below 60. So I wasn't looking for any bed fish or anything like that. But the main plan was just to cover water, flip that Senko around, and throw a chatterbait around, and just try to find where they were staging up. That way, the second day, the part two, I had a better plan. And yeah, long story short, the part two went out and just absolutely smashed them after I kind of knew where they were staging, and I focused a lot more time in productive areas. But yeah, day one ended up catching a couple of big fish as well, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. And before I cut to the fishing, yeah, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I am actually a loan officer. So if you guys are watching this and are curious what it takes to qualify for a home loan, or you're interested in purchasing a home, shoot me an email down below, fluentmortgage@gmail.com. I will respond to you from my work email and just kind of give you some scenarios, run you through the different options available. But yeah, also if you currently own a home and are interested in refinancing or anything like that, whether it's getting cash out to consolidate debt, buy a boat, who knows what, go on vacation, anything, doesn't matter. But yeah, if you're interested in refinancing, we do that as well. So yeah, just shoot me an email down below. I'll respond to you from my work email and get you all dialed in. But yeah, stay tuned for part two on this one. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button. And if you like this content, hit that like button, and obviously leave some comments down below. Appreciate it, guys. I don't know if you guys can see those carp right there, but they are massive. Holy crap. Oh my God. It's probably not a good sign for the bass, though. Probably 15, 20 of them. There's your bass right there chasing them. I literally just touched that bass with my rod tip, and he's still right here, look. What the what is happening? That's so crazy. Go. There we go. First one of the day, beautiful dark one. There's another one right here. This is crazy. First one. Thanks, bud. This is honestly crazy. There's like a 1 pounder and a 3 pounder swimming around my float tube right now. They're coming up, checking out the Senko and swimming away from it though. So I don't know what the deal is. Put some smelly jelly on there. Let's try that. So yeah, what's going on is I'm literally watching these fish, and I've been blind casting too. I've got the one so far, but I'm watching these fish swim up to the Senko and look at it. Like they'll come up to it, look at it, nose right up to it, and then turn last second. So I don't know if they can smell like sunscreen or what on it. So I'm gonna add some Mega Strike. there's a bass right there. Freaking ridiculous. But I'm gonna add some Mega Strike and see if that makes a difference at all. Number 2. Fish number 2. All right, so right here, if you look down by my feet, you can see a pretty large bass that I spooked off of that tree right there. That dark shape kind of down to the bottom left of the float tube. And yeah, what's cool is on the next day, I remembered what tree I saw that fish at, and I made a long cast at it with that Senko and ended up catching that fish, and ended up being a pretty big one. All right, number 3. All right, so I put down the Senko. For a while just to see if I could get some of those bigger fish to bite, and I threw the glide bait around, threw a chatterbait, crankbait, just a bunch of different stuff just to try to get those bigger ones that are just lurking, you know, kind of right on that color line, see if they would bite. Even like dragging a creature bait, that little finesse jig, and I haven't gotten a single bite since I put the Senko down, and that was, I think, maybe my 3rd cast with the Senko back on. So I don't know, kind of a weird transition period it seems like, so I might just stick with the Senko, because those like 4 to 6 pounders are kind of just hanging out in that like 5-foot zone, so I might be able to trick them with the Senko, just kind of covering water, just fan casting to, it seems like they're just literally staged on every single little brush pile sticking off the bank. So I might do that for a bit and see if I can stick one of those fat ones doing that. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I just had an epiphany. Since I was getting bit on the Senko on the fall, but I do see a lot of these bigger fish kind of staging just outside of the cover. Anywhere I've noticed that there's sun like beating on like a rocky like point, there's been 4 to 6 pounders sitting suspended off of that spot. And normally back here the water clarity is like less than a foot, maybe a couple of inches, and right now it's the cleanest I have ever seen it. So these fish are acting really skittish. So what I did is I downsized, smaller hook, wacky rig Senko. That way I can kind of cover ground and not just rack my brain on how do I get these big ones to bite, because I know that this gets bit by big fish because I've caught my PB, a 13 pounder, on this exact setup here. So what I'm gonna do is, when I see those rocky points with the sun beating on them, I can make a long cast so I don't get close to them and they can see me or hear me or whatever, and then I can slowly work this on the bottom and let it fall back down, work it, fall back down. That way I'm not hitting them with like a chatterbait, a jerkbait, because they haven't even been looking at that stuff today. It's been real finessey bite, and I personally don't have that much confidence pulling a Texas rig Senko along the bottom. I just feel like that wacky rig, you get such nice action, and you still get that classic like wobble in the fall. So when I'm flipping it underneath, you know, the brush and stuff like that, it's still getting that nice fall where they'll pick it up on the fall. but then I have the confidence to fish it on that little bit deeper rock pile stuff. So we'll see. I love it when a plan comes together. There we go. Little guy, but that is exactly what I wanted to happen. I have caught fish off of this little point right here in the past, so I know there's some rocks down there. Made a long cast off of it, was able to fish it slowly and get this little biter here. Dang, something grabbed him. Look at that. Dang, something with teeth grabbed him. That's crazy. Big catfish or something, maybe? Dang. Thanks, bud. Oh, there's another one right there. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to run with this for the rest of the day. Like I said earlier, I am going to come back out tomorrow. So I'm just going to kind of cover water and take note of if I see big fish and where they're at. And then tomorrow I'll have all of my rods dialed in with exactly what I want to throw. To target where I saw those big fish and actually slow down and fish them. Today, it's more of just a cover water type of day. Go. There we go, baby. Oh, let's get him with the net. Come here. Come here. Nice. There we go. There's a better one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of just explains everything I realized there. As you guys can see, rocky point going out into deeper water. There's a little cut right back here that's nice and calm that I imagine has a bunch of the little males in there, kind of jockeying for like the best position for the bed. So I came out here and threw that creature bait on lighter line and was just crawling it along the bottom real slow up these rocks and just got popped. Yeah, it's really easy in this clear water when you're seeing fish all over the place, so you just want to kick around and see what you see, but you end up spooking the fish more often than not and like kind of getting frustrated. So stick to what works, you know, fall back on your confidence baits and just fish slow sometimes, especially when the water's clean. Yeah, that's definitely a trip saver right there. We'll get a little weight on her and see. She's probably just over 3 pounds or so. She's got these little mites on her though. Let me take those off for you. Kind of gnarly. Ah, oh, sick. Sick, sick, sick. just under 4 pounds. 312. All right, get a little release on her. One last jump for good measure. Yeah, watching her swim away right there, just seeing her in the water, I have definitely seen fish that have 2 to 3 pounds on her, and that one was just under 4. So there's some big ones. Sorry, I just saw one blow up over there. Oh, nope, duck. But no, so there's some big ones staging right now. So I need to get that bait back out there, spend a little more time on these rock piles, these outer rock piles, and not get distracted with the males that are in shallower right now. So that's the plan. You guys hydrofoiling right next to me. There you go. Stay under, stay under. Nice. There you go, there's another better one. Messed up jaw on that one, but smoked the chatterbait. Awesome, look how fat that one is. There we go, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Get a quick weight on her. We'll keep cruising back. I think maybe with this low light, I was thinking, I mean, I got like, honestly, probably 3/4 of a mile of a kick back to my truck. And as the light's going down, I figured might as well just cruise back and throw the chatterbait around. So literally exactly the same, exactly the same size as that last one. 312. 3-pounder on the chatterbait. Sick. Very cool. All right, get a release on her. Well, there you go. So I think that's the plan now. I'll just kick back and throw that chatterbait around as I head back. Oh, it feels like a good. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just go ahead and get tired down there. Good lord. Don't laugh at me, duck. There we go, fat one, so sick. Yeah, not a giant, oh, just, see, man, I have noticed that about chatterbaits. They do, especially the heavier chatterbaits, they do, as soon as you lose pressure on them, you do tend to throw that hook. Let's see what we got here, big old fat one. Yes, oh, there we go. There we go, baby. Yes, chunky, 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 hell yeah. That one will go over 4. Let's get a quick weight on her. Same spot, see that big stump right there? The first one I got was on the inside, that one was on the outside, so get a quick weight on her. Obviously make another cast out there. There we go, there's a 5-pounder. Hell yeah. All right, finally got one of those fat ones to go. Look at the belly on that thing. So sick. All right, guys, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there for today's video. I am gonna fish my way back to the truck, which isn't too far away, but just in case I lose my light, just want to do a little outro for you. So yeah, all said and done, it wasn't a terrible day. Normally this part of the lake is, like I said earlier, super dirty, chocolate milk dirty. So it being, 8-foot visibility kind of distracted me a little bit. I wanted to cover a lot of water and see the rock piles that I have caught fish on before, and different logs and stuff. It's just cool being able to see the bottom when you've never been able to see it before. It's usually just, like I said, chocolate milk. So I covered a lot of water. My legs are actually pretty tired right now. Caught some good fish, saw some good fish, but yeah, overall I think I was moving too quick. I should have just stuck to the key spots that I knew that the fish would be staging at. But again, I just wanted to cover water and see what I could find in this clear water back here. But yeah, it was super fun. I saw a ton of fish swimming around. Multiple times throughout the day I looked down and there was just like a 3-pounder sitting underneath my fin, just staring straight up at me. I saw a couple of 6 to 7-pounders staging out on those like rock piles in the sun. So yeah, really good sign for this spring season to come. Really excited I got bit on that chatterbait at the end of the night. That's super fun. I love getting bit on the chatterbait, just feeling that the blade, just the cadence just get slammed and just stop completely. So that was cool, back-to-back cast. Pretty rad day. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get back out here tomorrow. Now that I know what I'm getting myself into, I'm gonna go home tonight, rig up all my stuff. So I do have a couple of changes I'm gonna do for earlier in the day when that sun's real high. But yeah, I'll show you guys on the next video, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully I can get something over 6 pounds. Would be awesome for tomorrow. I would love to get an 8-pounder. That's like my goal, is to get an 8. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep fishing back, so if I do catch another one, I'll make sure to throw that in there. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button. If you like the content, hit that like button. It definitely helps out the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Getting pretty close to it. But yeah, if you guys like the stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.